So, Squid Game has ended, for now, at least. There are reviews and video essays discussing this latest season, so I'll spare you guys from mine. But I wanted to talk about something that has kind of bugged me for a little while, especially about the cultural impact that Squid Game has brought. To recap, Squid Game is a South Korean drama show released on Netflix starting from 2021. In it, we follow Song Gi-hun, a gambling addict who has a lot of debt. He is offered the chance to participate in a series of these supersized, I guess that's the best way to describe them. This series of supersized children's games, where the winners can win up to 45.6 billion won. What participants don't realize is that they can lose their lives playing these games. For each eliminated or dead player, you get even more money, because everyone's body is worth 1 million won. Yeah. This series is a very candid story about capitalism, class disparity, abuse of power, among the other themes that the show invokes. But above all, this series is a very harrowing look into how capitalism often pushes disenfranchised people into the brink, and it forces them to do all these really horrible, demeaning things because they just want to survive. At the same time, greed is this really big theme within the show. Characters are willing to betray each other and even murder just for a chance to get more money. A big part of the show is the disparity between the 1%ers and the disenfranchised. The games are created for the entertainment of these rich people called the VIPs, otherwise known as the people with really bad English dubbing. But these VIPs, they watch these games from the comfort of their lavishes, and they place bets, sort of like, you know, how people place bets on horses in horse racing games, I guess that's what they're called. The VIPs revel in the suffering of these participants for the drama. It sort of invokes the way that we as viewers often watch reality shows, right? It reminds me of how much I used to really enjoy watching Wipeout as a kid, and looking back, like, am I no different than the VIPs? There's a really great video essay by Jordan Teresa about reality shows and the ethics behind it, and I recommend you guys watch it because it's a really good video essay. But Squid Game is a very brutal and sad show. Like, eventually when I'm watching the show, I just get really tired watching the horrific and violent nature of these games. 3 seasons is more than enough for me. I don't need to see any more of that. But then again, the games are low-key kind of fun to watch. Like, I'll admit it, okay? Like, I'm no better than everyone. I do like watching the games, but there's something eerie about how the show contrasts the children's games, the bright colors, the goofy props, the jovial music against the blood and violence. And that's the point, right? Like, that's exactly what the director Hwang Dong-yu wanted you to feel. The contrast is supposed to unsettle you. It's supposed to shake you to the core, and it makes the message even more effective for a lot of the audiences, me included. But some people, I think, do not get the message. Because why are people recreating the games? It's a different thing if you play the games for your own enjoyment, like you make a dalgona cookie or you try playing gongi or dakji. I'm talking about the people who takes the concept of these games and make people participate in them for entertainment. Yes, I am talking about people like mrbeast. mrbeast created an actual real-life Squid Game, and he even created his own series inspired by this concept. Like, did mrbeast actually watch the same show that we did? Sure, they don't actually kill people in these games, but like, you're still taking a bunch of people who are likely struggling and you make them fight for money, and then you make a YouTube video or a show about it. You're exploiting these people for your personal gain and dangling money in front of them, just like the game makers are doing in Squid Game. Like, surely there are better things that you can do with your $3.5 million. And sure, you can say like, oh, these participants consented to appearing in these videos or in this show, but that's what they said too in Squid Game. Meanwhile, I also saw this video on Reddit of someone recreating the game where Gong-yu came up to a bunch of homeless people and asked if they want a lottery scratcher ticket or if these people want bread instead. And they did the exact same thing in the show where they stomp on the bread after the homeless people did not choose it. How heartless do you have to be to do that? Just give them the bread. Look, I don't know if this video is real or if it's a sketch, but if it is real, like somebody got inspired by the show, conceptualized this video idea, went out to buy lottery tickets as well as bread, and then played the game with the homeless people, how does one miss the theme of a show so bad? It is moments like this that I truly fear that media literacy is dead. And it's not just like external or outside people doing this. The call is also coming from inside the house. Netflix also did this. Like, they did their own version of Squid Game, an actual reality show with this concept. My cousin mistakenly watched the show because she thought it was like a continuation of the original series. And before you come at her, like, don't be mad. She's a functional adult who has like an actual important job. Yeah. I just feel like if there's any show that you're not supposed to make a spin-off of, it's Squid Game. In my opinion, this thing is happening because this show is too pop culture for its own good. And I'm not saying this is the fault of anyone involved in the original Squid Game. As an aspiring filmmaker myself, I admire the artistry in this show. Like, I respect the writing and the commentary that the show is making, but at the same time, just observing the aesthetic of the show, like, it's such a fantastic marriage of script, performance, art direction, production design, prop design, costume design, music, special effects, cinematography. The whole production worked so incredibly well with each other. Everyone was firing on all cylinders. They created something that is so striking and distinct that it quickly becomes this cultural phenomenon just from its visual identity. Just look at Young-hee, the doll. Like, she's so friggin' popular, and she's not even a character like Megan the android from the movie Megan. Like, she's just there and then she turns around after she counts and then people are like going for her. Like, that's just how distinct the visual identity of the show is. And the thing is, I like the surrealist, like, I'm not sure if I can call this surrealist, but like, I like the more heightened aspect of the show with the games. But sometimes I wonder if by having that element, it leads to people completely missing the mark that the show is trying to say. Because the games are so far removed from reality that people cannot like put themselves in these people's shoes. Let me explain. Like, I feel this show can be a companion piece to Parasite in the sense that they both invoke similar themes about the cycle of capitalism and class disparity, especially in South Korea. But you don't see people creating real-life Parasite houses, do you? Or do people do that? Like, as far as I know, like, people don't actually do that. But I think it's because Parasite just feels closer to reality. Like, trying to copy whatever happened in the movie would just feel bad. Like, that's just real life capitalism. It's sad to see a project that is very critical about the idea of capitalism be turned into a cash cow because capitalism. That's what I'm saying. And it's not only from people, you know, who are watching who fail to understand the meaning of Squid Game, but it's also from the studio itself or the streaming platform that hosts this show, who by the way got very lucky with the show. I was disheartened to hear that director, writer, and creator Hwang Dong-yoo was not even given a bonus or anything like that after season 1 became one of the most iconic series in the 2020s. He slaved away, making the first season that he lost 9 teeth. 9 teeth! What? But to be honest, as much as I'm indifferent about season 2 and season 3, and I would prefer it not existing, like, I'm still happy it got made if that means director Hwang is getting money this time. But what do you guys think? Am I overthinking it? But you know what they say, it's not that deep, but sometimes it is that deep. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Anyhow, I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. I just wanted to rant a little bit about this. It's something that's been bugging me since the release of season 1 actually. So yeah. If you like this video, please consider engaging with it, liking, commenting, sharing it, and maybe even subscribe to the channel too. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Have a good day! Hey!